subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends? I'm Laszlo and welcome to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. Okay guys, in today's video I'll be teaching you an amazing color changing magic trick, and it is actually known to you. It's called the shake change or the twirl change, but mine one is a little bit different. Actually mine one is more visual because I've actually added something onto it. So watch the explanation from the beginning till end so that you can actually learn how I do it and how you can make it more visual like me. So without any further ado, let's begin our today's tutorial.
I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, before I begin this trick, I want to say that this is actually a variation of the shake change or the twirl change, whatever you call it. It is actually a variation of that one. That change is like really cool, but this one is really more visual. So let's see how the performance looks like. This is the my version, okay? Let's say your spectator selects a playing card. For example, say this one, the 4 of hearts. What you're going to do is you're going to just take the deck and you're going to shuffle it just like this. And after that, what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at the top card. That is the Queen of Spades, right? I'm going to take this Queen of Spades and I'm going to give it a shake, and it actually changes into the 4 of hearts, right? That's your card. So that was actually the my version of the shake change. So let's get into the tutorial. Okay guys, here's how it's done. First of all, you need to have a deck of playing cards and you need to know how to control a playing card. So that are the two things that you need right now, and if you know how to control a playing card, then it's easy for you. Otherwise I'll make a tutorial on it later on. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to spread your cards just like this and ask your spectator to select any playing card. So for example, let's say your spectator selects this card, okay? For example, the Ace of Hearts, okay? And what you are going to do is, as your spectator puts the Ace of Hearts inside somewhere inside the deck, and you are going to just control this Ace of Hearts to the second position in the deck. And we don't need to care what the top card is, we just need to know that the spectator selection is controlled to the second position of the deck from the top. So if we have the first card, that is not the spectator selection, the second card is the spectator selection. Now what we are going to do is we are going to turn over the top card, and while turning over the top card, we are actually going to take a break under the spectator selection. That is the actual second card from the top, but this time when the top card is in this hand, this is the top card. So for this time, you are going to take the break under the top card, which is the spectator selection. So after you have got the break over here, the pinky break, you're going to just place this card over here. And then what you are going to do is, as you lift the card up, you're actually not lifting the card up, you're lifting the cards up. You're actually lifting two cards just like this, the two cards in squared position. So to lift these cards, what you are going to do is you're going to come over here with your thumb just like this. If you are actually holding the deck in your left hand, you're going to come over here, press your thumb over here on the bottom right corner of the deck, and put your middle finger over here on the top left corner of the deck. Actually you're going to grab the top two cards just like this. So as you put your thumb over here, you're going to push the card little bit so that two cards are actually pushed from the top of the break, and for that reason you are able to actually grab this corner very clearly. So as you grab this corner, what you are going to do is you're actually going to bend this. So what I do is I actually grab this corner, I go like this, then I press on the top of this corner just like this. As I go, I press just like this, press down with my hand, and that causes the card to bend. And after that, when I lift it, I actually maintain a force within my thumb and my middle finger. So this force helps me to actually get the card into this bending position. So as you saw in my performance, when I actually did the change, the card was actually in the bent position, and after the change also the card was actually in the same position. So that is the illusion that you are going to play. For that reason you are going to keep this card just like this. And then what you are going to do is, as you're going to shake, your ring finger is going to come over here, and your index finger is going to just touch this side. And what is going to happen is, you're going to loosen up the grip while shaking. You're going to loosen up the pressure between your middle finger and your thumb while shaking. And at the same point, what you are going to do is, you're going to just press down with your ring finger, and you're going to just pull this edge up. And what is going to happen is, because while shaking you're leaving the pressure and you're actually pushing down with your ring finger and you're pulling up with your index finger, the card will actually create a reverse bend, and you are going to continue pulling up with your index finger and turn the card just like this. So the card actually starts in this position and it actually turns and ends almost in the same position. So it is the actual optical illusion that you are going to play. Now if you don't shake your hands and if you do like this, then obviously your spectator can see that you are turning the card. But if you do that while shaking, the spectator are least aware that you are actually turning the card, actually turning two cards. So the spectator doesn't know that you have actually taken this card in the bottom of this two cards. And as you shake it, you can see that the card actually changes but remains almost in the same position. So that is the very good illusion. This is my variation. What is the original variation? If you haven't seen the original variation, it looks like this. The card is actually not bent on any side, and you straight away just do this shake change. So if we actually do this shake change, after the change you can see that the card's position has changed, right? But if you actually do it my way, with the card actually bent upside, and if you do like this, so the optical illusion is created that the card was actually in a bent position when the card was actually bending outside like a convex lens and in a convex manner. And after turning the card, means after shaking the card, it is still in the convex manner. So the card is actually changing its position, but due to this bend, the optical illusion is that the card is not changing its position and the card is not turning. So that is how you are going to do it, do this color change. Okay, now this is just from the front, but sometimes after doing it many times, your spectator gets an estimation that how it can be done, gets an idea. So what you are going to do for that reason is, I actually take the card, I start it over here, and as I go down, I actually turn the card entire like this, and I actually give a big shake. Okay, so if I actually give a big shake, it would look like this. So the spectators won't be able to figure out that how the card actually changed. Otherwise, if you actually did like this, the spectator might figure out, or if you just did like this, the spectator might figure out. But if you actually give a larger shaking motion, then the spectator won't figure out that how you change the card. Also, you have to shake the card first. Now if you are a beginner, you will face this problem. While actually shaking and changing the card, you are going to shake like this, then you're going to stop your shaking, then you're going to change the card. This happens with the beginners. So first I will suggest you to go and practice in front of a mirror and do this color change, because you need to change the card from this position to this position while you are shaking it, not while you are slowing down or while you are just ending up with your shake. While you are going to shake it, you're just going to change it immediately. In fact, what I do is, I actually take this card just like this, and as I pick it up, I immediately start changing like this. So I don't give a clue to the spectators that from which corners did I actually hold the card. So for that reason, I just come over here, I do like this, then I immediately do the shake change. I don't hold the card for a longer time just like this. For the tutorial I was actually holding it, but in my original performance I don't really hold the card just like that. For example, you can see right now over here I have the top card as the king of clubs. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the king and I'm going to shake it, and it actually turns into the ace of clubs. So that's how I do it. I don't take the card and I bend it and I hold it for a longer time for the spectators to view this card, because if I want my spectators to view the card for a longer time, I'll be just keeping these cards over here with the break under the top two cards. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just keep the card over here, I'm going to talk to the spectator, then suddenly what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this card just like this and I'll immediately shake and change it. and that's how the spectator won't find a clue that where I actually hold the cards from in the beginning of the change. For example, if the spectator watches this for a longer time, he or she will be able to know that you are actually holding the card from this position, from the actual later position, and after the shake the later position is over here. So you won't actually let that happen, right? So for that reason, what you're going to do, if you want your spectator to inspect this card by watching this for a long time, then you're going to keep it over here by keeping break under the top two cards, and after that you're just going to take this card and immediately you're going to change it. And I'm actually getting a smaller area because of the camera angle, otherwise I would actually give it a big shake, and if I shake it in a big motion, then the change cannot be understood by the spectator. They can only see that the card has changed, but they won't be able to know how the card has changed. For example, I take the card over from over here, I go up to this position, and while coming down I actually change it. So this is actually my exact motion of changing it. I bend the card, while going up I don't change it, but while coming down I actually give a force which causes the card to actually rotate. So this jerking force also helps you a lot. If you actually jerk this card a little bit faster and little bit heavily, then it actually helps you to actually rotate the card, because this jerking actually helps in the card's rotation. And I'm going over here like this, and while I'm going down I'm actually doing the entire move, pressing down with my ring finger, pulling up with my index finger and turning the card over. So I'm just going up like this naturally, then while going down I'm actually going to do the change, and then it is all done. So that's how I actually do this. If you actually see it in my full performance, it would look like this. While going up and coming down, it would look like this. So that's how I actually do this change, and this is I think it's a better way of doing this change because it's more fooling. So I hope you enjoyed my variation or my way of doing this twirl or the shake change. Hit the like button if you did so, and don't forget to check my Instagram profile at twirl_zari. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section or DM me directly to my Instagram profile. Also, don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace.